What's going on, everyone? This is Jim Bob 82 here, and today we're going to be going over the weapon customization guide for Line of Sight. So to start, as long as you're on the home screen of Line of Sight, you're going to want to go up to the Tuning tab and click on Tuning, and it's going to bring up your inventory of weapons. So just for the sake of time, you're just going to pick the M4A1, which I think you do get it right off the beginning. And we're going to choose that one as our gun to customize. Now, of course, you can choose whichever one you want. That's just the one I'm going to choose for the demonstration. So, after you select the gun you want, it's going to bring you into the actual customization screen. And there's a couple things that we'll be playing with, and those are basically going to be chosen up here in the, well, not up here, but here, trying to circle it, the top, which is the different mods you can do to your gun. And we'll be paying attention mainly down here to the stats area, which every time we try to change a mod will affect our accuracy, firing rate, damage, mobility, stability, and range. So another semi-important, if not just cool feature, is being able to actually left-click and move your mouse to actually see the entire model of the gun, both the side you would look at and the side that you wouldn't really see. But either way, at any point that you're working on anything, you can essentially just pull down and move around your mouse to look at the gun from different angles. So to start, we're going to go click into the muzzle category, and it's going to bring up a bunch of different muzzles that we can put on our M4. So we have a bunch of different ones, and all of these are purchasable by the actual credits in-game. This is not premium currency to purchase any of these, and of course each of these have a different effect on the gun's performance. So we just have the standard muzzle right now, and I have all the rest unlocked, just because I'll be changing. I'm essentially changing to a different gun after this. But anyways, so going down through, you can see that the red numbers to the right essentially show the change compared to what you have on your gun right now. So as we can see, with just having the standard muzzle, if say I was to put a crown on it, you'd see that firing rate will drop down 1, but stability will increase by 2. I put on the Divine Bell, damage will go up by 2, but stability will drop by 1. So each one of these different ones that you're able to put on will have some sort of trade-off, and almost all of these like the Crown, Divine Bell, Fishbone, Hula Saw, Pinholes, Spear, all those are non-suppressing, so they will change your gun in different ways, but they will not suppress the sound signature of your rifle, whereas all of these, 2-stage suppressor, 2-stage suppressor, but they're all different values, which will, as you can see, affect the numbers as you change them. But nice silencer, big sound. Oh, by the way, scroll wheel will zoom you in and out on the selected attachment. But anyways, selecting these does change your gun, and of course you can always put on different camos. But the camos are in gems, so you would have to purchase them with the premium currency compared to just the regular credits. But the average price looks to be $6,800 for all the different muzzles. Clear all that, and we will move into the next tab, which is the barrel tab. Not as many barrels to choose from as your muzzles. There's essentially 4, which is the short barrel, long barrel, reinforced long, and reinforced short. Just like the muzzles, hovering over each one shows you the change in stats of the gun after applying them. So as you can see, moving from a standard barrel to a short barrel, you will gain 2 firing rate, you're going to lose 2 damage, and lose 2 range. Oh, but you're also going to gain 1 mobility. I almost missed that. But just as the muzzles are, about 6,800 is the going rate for the different barrels, and of course, just throw a long barrel on there and zoom out a little bit. Of course, as always, customize them with different camos. Back to the standard setup, and next is the utility top. By default, you have nothing attached, and the only thing you can attach is essentially lasers. That's about it. So, different type of lasers that each pretty much affect the gun the exact same way, so pretty much it's just up to looks. And the cool part is that you can actually change the laser color from either red to green, once again a premium feature, and same as adding different types of cameras. Next is the utility side, which is only flashlights, and you only have 2 of them to choose from. Both at over 7,000 regular credits to actually choose them, and both do absolutely no effect to the gun. Or actually, I lie, they do affect the gun. They lower the mobility by just 1. But as always, you can change the colors of the flashlight, although not all that useful in the game, so, but they're there. Next is the utility bottom, which is going to be the underbarrel attachment, and you can choose between either 2 types of grips that have the same stats, which will give you 2 stability, but at the cost of 1 mobility, or you can choose the M203 launcher, which lowers a lot your accuracy, your mobility, and stability, but it allows you to shoot grenades just from the underbarrel of the M4, which in some situations can be alright. I'm not 100% sure how many grenades you actually get. I'm going to say it's 2, but don't quote me on that, it might actually be 3. And of course, all of these customized with camo. Next is optics, and under the optics we have actually quite a few to choose from, and the developers kind of let you reign free as to what you actually want to put on your gun, even if the choice might not be so logical. So like, so you can choose things such as ACOGs and open sight, well, enhanced open sights, and a couple different red dots, but they also allow, for some reason, to put on much higher powered rifle scopes, which I'm not exactly sure, especially this one, not exactly the best idea for it, but like I said, they leave customization up to you, so I guess if you can make it work, it's free to use. But anyways, all these of course allows you to customize your camo. Some of these allow a little bit more customization than others. Hold on, yeah, there it was. Sorry, I was on the wrong one. This one actually allows you, of course at the cost of gems, to either change the actual reticule and also the actual color. So if green catches your eye a little better than red, or creates a little more contrast, you can purchase that. But as always, it's under the premium currency. So next up is the magazine. Hold on, let me take that off. Next up is the magazine, and there's only 2 to choose from apart from the standard magazine, which is the JSP bullet and the armor piercing bullet. And pretty much the JSP bullet does 1 more damage at the cost of absolutely nothing. So if you're going to use the M4 a lot, I recommend unlocking the JSP bullet, because it honestly is just going to make the gun better and in no way harms any of the performance. Armor piercing does make the gun even, you know, a little better, but it's at the cost of mobility and range. But that's of course a personal option as if you want to purchase that or not. These ones you can't actually color, so you're just going to be stuck with the regular shiny, well, it isn't really shiny, but kind of a gray magazine. And last but not least is the actual body of your gun. As far as I know, you can't really get any change to the body. Of course you can color it, that's about the only thing you can do. And since it comes in 2 different camos, zoom out a little more. As you can see, when you go to camo 2 and you throw on the same one or a different one, it'll change different ones. So camo 2 pretty much controls the grip, the shroud, and the stock, whereas camo 1 is pretty much the actual receiver and upper sights. But hopefully this guide helped all of you in being able to see the different types of customizations you can do in Line of Sight, and maybe help you possibly choose customizations that will work work a little better for you on your gun to make it a little bit more effective and kind of add your own little flair to it. If you guys like this video, please give me a like. If you guys disliked it, give me a dislike. And as always, please subscribe.